Afternoon all. I hope everyone's having a good start to the trading week. We've got Neil in the offices today and we're going to be discussing the all-important ECB meeting which is going to occur on Thursday. So Neil, what are your thoughts on the ECB meeting and why is it important?
Yeah, hello. This week's Thursday's meeting, ECB 1:30. We have Mario Draghi's last meeting. He retires after 8 years in October and Christian Lagarde takes over. The majority of economists expect him to at least cut rates by 0.1%, which will make them minus 0.5%, and people are hoping that he will say there'll be another cut of 0.1% in December. Why is this important? The following week we get FOMC, who may also cut rates, and the week after we have the S&P, the Swiss National Bank. If ECB cut rates, they will follow. The FOMC will have to follow for currency reasons, which Bradley might talk about later. Beyond this ECB meeting, which is important, is what else the ECB can do to keep them out of trouble, out of recession, whatever. Remember, I've written it down here, so to look over here. Draghi spoke at his last meeting. He said the outlook is getting worse and worse.
Okay.
So, you've asked me what's important about ECB. What else can Draghi do? Rumours he will relight the quantitative easing, and that is pumping money back into the economy as before. When we did it in 2008, the stock market rallied, bond market rallied, everything else. Last year he voted to end QE, however in a period of a year, we've now got the argument that, does he add 30 billion a month, does he add 45 billion a month, or does he add 60 billion a month? He will do one of those things, because he said he's going to do so. He does not want to leave the ECB without a Christmas present, and everyone knows Draghi over the last 8 years, he loves to give a present at the ECB. A bit like Donald Trump, loves a Trump, it's my country, Draghi takes that award as well. So, we have to ask ourselves, what can we do? And the interesting thing about the ECB is that three people, Weidmann, Deutschmann and Klaus, one of Germany, one from Holland and one of Estonia, have said in the last 3 weeks, we don't need to do any more QE. So we know the last meeting, Draghi admitted that they weren't unanimous in giving this money away. So we've got that on board. So we're asking ourselves now, if they do QE, the stock market or the DAX, for instance, or Euro stocks, do 60 billion, the Euro stocks will probably fly 5-6%. If they do 45, it'll be less. If they do none, yeah, we're going to come off 4-5%. So there's massive parameters in where we're going to go. So this is what we're going to work out, and all our members here realise we have to do the research for either or.
Yep.
We know Draghi's going to do something, yeah, because he has to. 80% of economists think he's going to do at least 0.1% and QE. So it's in the market, so we know. So we're looking at, to me, 45 billion's in there, 0.1% on the deposit rate is in the market. Anything more than that, I would say you buy the market. Anything less than that, you're going to sell it big time because we know it's there. We've said before, buy the room and sell the fact. So we'll go on to it more into the week. We send it out on our discussion group, and everything else, and we should hear more rumours. Today, after 4 o'clock, we may get a sources tweet that comes out, which we spoke about last month, and that's normally from the ECB. If they're thinking of cutting by more than 0.1%, they want to tell the market a bit earlier. They don't want to put massive moves up and down. Yeah. But also a big one, how does Christian Lagarde take over? Because one thing is, who knows her, she's chairman, ex-chairman of the IMF. She's a politician rather than economist. We know Janet Yellen, we know Powell, we know Draghi, we know Carney, all work for Goldman Sachs. Christian Lagarde didn't. However, she has been arrested for numerous things about finance. So she's come as a politician for a minimum of 4 years. She's the head. So her rhetoric will change.
Yeah.
We've known Draghi over the years, as he says, getting worse and worse, bazooka, whatever we can. For us, we have to work out what Christian Lagarde's going to say. She might even be at the meeting, I guess. Why not? So, big homework done today, big research. We expect loads of questions from people on our discussion panel to ask us what is going to go on. We may not have the answer, but we expect loads of questions.
Okay, so it's vitally important that we keep our eyes and ears peeled for this. When is the ECB meeting, for those that don't know?
Draghi will sit down, normally at 1:30. I expect to be later this time because he possibly shake everyone's hand because he's leaving.
Yeah.
And just before that, we have CPI. We have PPI, CPI out, retail sales out in the US. So the same thing people are trading and say, oh, the US figure could be really good at 1:30, CPI. However, everyone will be waiting for Draghi. Draghi is the big news of the week. So I've said to a lot of people today, keep your guns dry. If you only trade once this week, that is the time to trade. And also, you'd be a bit stupid to leave a position on at 1:30 before Draghi sits down. Unless, of course, you know it's going to do 60 billion or cut rate 0.2. That is just gambling, and we're not in the gambling camp. We're in the reality camp. And the same thing, if he does these extra things, 65 billion, everything else, the market will carry on going the same way. Either up a lot or down a lot. It won't come back.
Cool. All right, thanks Neil, thanks for your thoughts. Yeah, like Neil said there, this will be going into our discussion group. If you're not currently in there and would like weekly insights, weekly webinars like this, please visit www.educate2trade.com and find out more about how you can work with us guys going forward. Hope you have a brilliant trading week.
Thank you.